All right, this is the first installment of a new segment I'm going to call Thought of the Day. And the thought of the day is, what is the cost of sticking with the status quo? Meaning, stick with the same broker, you stick with your same insurance company, which is great. We have customers we've had for 20 years, but it's all about the cost of sticking with it, and when that broker or the insurance carrier really don't have your best interest in mind. And I'm not saying every broker does it. However, every once in a while you'll find that you get complacent, and the cost there adds to that cost of the situation. Well, there have been a couple of accounts lately where we've gone in relationship for 20 years, 25 years with the same broker, and the broker said, hey, look, these are all the insurance companies I went to 20 insurance companies. Your 20% increase, that's just normal, and that's what you're going to get, and there is no better option. Well, after 10 years of getting these increases, they asked us, they said, hey, can you just check and make sure they did do all the quotes? Well, we checked with the insurance carriers, and it turned out that none of them had seen the account in 5 years. Some have never seen the account. So we went back to the customer and we said, hey, look, this is what's going on. This is what we got from the insurance carriers. And he said, well, can you just put something together for me? So this is an account paying $500,000. Saved them $180,000, got the exact same coverage, actually improved on a couple of segments of the coverage. And right there, that was one cost of the status quo. Other costs where, we've had accounts, new accounts where we've gone in and talked to them, and during COVID, they downsized. Because your general liability, sometimes the carriers will base your cost on your total square footage of your building. And there were some instances where they had 10,000 square feet prior to COVID. During COVID, downsized 1,000 square feet, but they're still paying for the 10,000. Not a huge savings, but it's still a savings. Just things like that to think about. Maybe you don't have the right property coverage. You used to have $1.5 million in inventory, but now you have $1 million in inventory. You know what? It's just little things like that. Those are the costs of the status quo, and those are the things that we, as a brokerage, are always on top of everything we do with our customers. We do go out to the markets. We do make sure that, hey, you know what? If you love Travelers, you love Chubb, whatever carrier you're with, you love them, guess what? We're still going to make sure they give you the best deal, and we're going to go find other deals if it's available. Sometimes it's not. I mean, maybe it is. Your 10 to 20% increase is what it should be, but there's no way to know unless the due diligence is actually done up front and every year. And that's what we do. So if you're getting that increase right now, you know what? Check it out. Look deeply. Is the 10 to 20%, 25%? I mean, some are even going up 50. And if you're in the healthcare arena, we've had some going up, looking at some of these going 10, 20, 30, 40% increases. So, hey, the cost of the status quo could be the cost itself, or coverage gaps, paying too much, or not even having the right coverage. And that's what we do at OneDigital, always looking out for the customer first.